This is part two of the Save and Rock and Roll album review, and I just want to start out by saying I don't like the album. And we're going to start with the first song, which is The Phoenix. As you hear, the song actually sounds really good. You really get into it with the orchestra type music and how it uses it really well. But then you're like, listen to this. Okay, it sounds like what Fall Out Boy would do, but it just feels like there's something missing to it. It's very catchy, it's really hyped up, I like it a lot, it has a lot of energy, it's a very strong track. And I don't need to talk about my song Snow You Did in the Dark, because it's like, okay, everyone's heard it. Not everyone's heard this one yet. Okay, Alone Together. This song is like a Rihanna track, Umbrella, to be particular, but it's good, but it's like it's been done before, it just feels so used. Listen to this. Sounds like a Rihanna song, right? We've all heard Rihanna. So this song is probably really weak, but it sounds good, but in a rehashed kind of way. And another track on this album, Where Did the Party Go?, which is probably one of my favorites. One of my kind of favorites. I like the bass in the beginning. I think the na-nas are kind of like, okay, you don't really have to na-na through the song to make it sound good. But if you listen to it, it just has an interesting tone. And I don't know, the lyrics are kind of good in a party sort of way. I'd be like, yeah, this is a great party song. I would listen to this. I would put this on a playlist with no doubt. It's catchy, it's good, and I'm sorry, I'm sweating a lot. I should probably roll down a window, but I don't really want to interrupt the video. Anyways, next track is Just One Yesterday, which sounds like an Adele song. It's not a bad thing to sound like Adele, but it's kind of like, what? Really? It's like going for a bluesy kind of sound, kind of like what Adele was kind of doing a little bit, and okay, it is really catchy. I'm gonna have to say that. The lyrics are more better than the first half of the album, but the guest artist in here is really pointless, and you will barely notice her, trust me. She's just like backup vocals. She doesn't really have anything that stands out in the track, besides that she's in it, I guess. It sounds like she's just backing him up. It's not like, oh, featuring this artist. She has one little standout part, but it's not like, oh my god, this really makes the song unique. It's not like that song Smack That when you hear Eminem's part, Like, you're like, oh my gosh, Eminem sounds amazing. He makes the song that much better. But no, this it could have lived without this girl in the song. You know what I'm saying? Now, The Mighty Fall. What? Okay, no, I can't see him doing this. This is wrong. This is really wrong. You don't add hip-hop artists to a punk album. It's not punk, it's pop. Listen to this. It's terrible. It's what is this exactly? Is this garbage? I can't even tell you. I actually kind of do like the Big Sean part more than the rest of the song, and the Patrick's voice sounds good in every song, but it's just like, it's cheap. It's really cheap, and I just don't like it. Okay, I can say I'll listen to it. Okay, but I'm not gonna be like, this is a song that's gonna change my world because I've been falling. Next song is Missing You, which is an okay song. It has that electro pop in it. Ball Boy doesn't do that though. What's up with that? Ball Boy isn't about that. It sounds like they're trying to be like Imagine Dragons, for instance, because it just sounds really forced. It just, you know, there's no instrument. There's drums. They're probably electric drums. Like they're not even playing. I mean, I saw them perform my songs, You Know What You Did in the Dark live, and they weren't like even really playing. They were acting like they were strumming, and that's really gay. Sorry to use that language, but seriously, you don't do that. You're a band, you work as a band. It sounds like this could be just a Patrick Stump album, and I would buy that, you know? Because you can't do all that instrument stuff by yourself. It's impossible. But this song is pretty bad, I have to say. Heading forward, Death Valley. Death Valley is actually pretty good for what it is. It reminds me of something that you would hear in Folie à Deux, kind of. But only more popish. But it's still good. It has that catchy hook. I'm surprised it's like one of the less popular ones because I actually think it's an awesome song. Because it sounds like they use instruments at least. I'm not totally certain because I wasn't there at the studio with them. They probably said, okay, add this, add Patrick's voice, really edited Patrick Stump's voice because he does not sound like this live at all. But it sounds good. That's, I guess, all that matters. I don't know. It's not that good. Heading to one of probably the best songs, Young Volcanoes. I really like this song. I really don't want to like it, but I do like it. It has that really catchy hook to it and that nice guitar. And Patrick's voice sounds really good once again. And it's good. It's a great song. I would rather just buy the acoustic version, like, without all the edited stuff. That would be awesome. I would buy that in a heartbeat. Other things to add about this song, the lyrics are pretty good, but it's like that song We Are Young, because it's like talking about volcanoes. It's still good though. I mean, it has that Fall Out Boy feel because they always use metaphors and stuff, and it's good. It's not the best, but it's good. Now heading to the worst song, Rat-a-tat-tat. Not good, okay? Courtney Love or whoever is in this song, it's pointless and it sucks, okay? It's not good. It's bad. I don't know why they would choose her. They should have chose, like, the chick from Paramore. I would have dug that so much. That would have been awesome. Instead, they get some amateur that I have never heard of until this song, and I hate it. I hate this song so much. Not gonna lie, it's terrible. Now, for the next song, the last one, Save Rock and Roll. This song's actually pretty good in an Elton John way, because this is basically what an Elton John song is. It has that piano, and then it's slow-ish. It's probably one of the slowest songs. That's another gripe I have. There's no real slow song. And that would have made the album this much better, because it feels like these are a bunch of really radio-friendly songs, and I don't like that at all. Besides this one, I can't see this one being played on the radio, but it's good. It's not what a catch. It's not like, I mean, he even cusses in this song, and it doesn't make sense. You never cussed in any of your other songs, really. Why would you start now? Anyways, I'm turning that shit down. Anyways, the album is bad. I know I said some pretty good things about him, but I'm not gonna change my opinion about this album because I think it's really bad. It's the worst album I've heard this year so far. And I've heard some pretty bad stuff. Anyways, it still gets its 2 out of 5. And the album could have been so much more if they just wouldn't have gone with the whole pop niche. I could see like a couple songs, like maybe trying something different, but also having their old kind of music so it would please other people and the fans. But other than that, it's terrible, okay? At least it has Elton John in it. Goodbye, signing off.